Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Firefox and why you should maybe stop using it. However, you don't need to stop using it right this instance, like I kind of implied with the last two, well, not implied, I basically directly said in the last two videos of me talking about this that I recently deleted because I realized I was entirely misguided in my point. I was basically saying that Firefox sells all your personal data, which is not true, but I got that conclusion because they actually got rid of that part in their terms of service saying that they do not sell personal data. However, they didn't get rid of this because they sell your personal data now. It's because they had to comply with the CCPA when regarding using Google as a default search engine and using their queries in order for you to, use a different, search engine. So yeah, that was the entire point of that, removal of that part in their terms of service. However, because they didn't communicate this all that well, people like me and a lot of other people got the wrong conclusion and thought, they're selling like all your personal data, which is still not true because you can get rid of like all this like data selling stuff in settings still. And again, they still don't really do that basically almost at all. So yeah, as I said, it's really not the biggest deal if you keep using Firefox. I would honestly still maybe recommend using LibreWolf instead because it's generally a bit better configured out of the box than Firefox is if you don't want to like go into the settings and, uncheck all the don't sell my personal information stuff, and also just generally it's more privacy focused, and that's it. Like, that's the entire reason to use LibreWolf. If you don't want to use it and you don't feel like the necessity to use a beefed up security version of Firefox, then so well be it. I don't care. It's not like, again, those last two videos where I was saying, oh, you should completely stop using Firefox because they sell your personal data, because again, they don't do that yet. It still doesn't really bode all that well that they got rid of that in the TOS, even if it was to comply with the CCPA though, because they could maybe do that in the future, which is not great. But again, at the very least right now, it's definitely okay to keep using Firefox, especially because their extension store and all of that with like their ad blockers is still very, very good and very nice. So yeah, as I said, you can keep using Firefox all you want. Just be a little bit cautious with the CEO and how much money he's making, and also just with the miscommunications from Firefox regarding their terms of service and the changes that they made, because yeah, they kind of fumbled their communication. So yeah, that is basically it, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.